Thank you, thank you.
But I wanted to be here. I didn't want to miss this party.
Okay.
Right.
Didn't want to miss an opportunity to be with the circle
Yes.
of friends. And Upper Room has been a staple for programming here on Channel 28. I and you, we all really started on Upper Room. Miss Dottie Neal brought me on when I was, she said, that boy, she just loved the fact that I was just so radical. And she had these big old church hats,
Oh, yes.
slightly cocked to the right. I could always tell when Miss Dottie, if anyone did not support children, boy, they had a problem out of her. And I always thought she was so tall. And I remember coming on, she would borrow me from Al Plant, State Representative Al Plant. I was his co-host. And she would borrow me and I would come on the Upper Room whenever it was time to fight. And so you guys are pretty much a part of the pioneering spirit of what we do here on Live Least Access TV. Don't you ever get it twisted. I watch you guys every week. I borrow from you. Mike, I'm not going to wear the hats because you got Jeff hats and backward hats and derbies, and I say, how many hats does this guy have? But
I think Sister Neal took over with the hat piece.
The elders, Dr. Pritchett, Mr. Gilliam, Miss B.B. Coker, Bishop Morton. We share all of these elders, each one of us on our show. So you guys do this show with a lot of integrity and a lot of dignity, and I have great respect for you. And you know, holla back. We push the ratings up round in there somewhere. But Upper Room is definitely one of the greatest shows on the airwaves, and I just wish you many more years of continued success.
I thank you for that, because we are a family. From Shauna to Doc Pritchett and Mrs. Pritchett, to yourself, Bishop Morton, all of our guests, whomever has been on this program becomes a part of this program.
Absolutely.
And you're welcome back.
Absolutely. I got my co-host, happens to be a part of this group.
I see it.
She's the co-host of Holler Back, and she's driven our ratings through the ceiling. She has her own demographic on the show. So you gotta.
Well, you know I watch it.
But we do it different. I'm on this side, so you're in my chair, and he's in her chair, because that's how we get down. So just watching it like this.
And we alternate sometimes.
We do alternate.
Oh, okay, you guys alternate. Okay, but I always have to keep her out of my chair, because my chair comes with coffee. So she's trying to work her way over to my chair, but you know, I got a co-host too, and she's a part of this great group.
So let's hear about this group, Circle of Friends. Tell us first, if you could.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Introduce yourselves, and then tell us a little bit about your mission.
My name is Sherelle Griffin. Yvonne Bass. Sharice
Monique.
Nima Bass.
Elisha Anderson.
Thank you very much. And if you could tell me a little bit about Circle of Friends. I know that Michael met the group and posted some pictures after he met you, and he was all fired up. And so I want to learn about it a little bit.
Well, what we are is a group of girlfriends, friends, and we've been friends for many, many years. And what we've typically done over the years is we've done Pollyanna. We've exchanged gifts and names to provide each other with Christmas gifts at Christmas time. But what we decided to do was, instead of exchanging gifts and giving to each other, we decided to take the money that we would spend on each other and let's put it into some needy families. Let's sacrifice our giving, for ourselves and for our children, and let's sponsor some families for Christmas, because we all are blessed, and I'm sure we all need things, but we also all have something to give.
Right.
And so that's what we've done. We've just decided to come together and pick some families and sponsor them for Christmas.
Now, how did you come to find the families that were the recipients of your gifts?
Well, we had Nima, who did an excellent job with our flyers and our applications, and we went to various locations throughout Wilmington, some of the stores, some of the hair salons, and we put applications in the stores. And basically the application was explaining who we were, what our mission was, and to tell us something about themselves and their need during this season. And then we went back and we picked up the applications. We all met and we looked at all the applications and decided who was going to be the recipient of our blessing, so to speak. we initially planned on doing one, but because God is so good and people have really supported us, we were able to bless 4 families.
4 families.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
4 families.
Yeah.
All right.
And Mike, can I say that,
Yeah,
you know, as a local pastor, first of all, this is only a small representation of the group.
Right.
There's a huge group of women, picture it if you will, single moms, what have you, they've been knowing each other for years.
Yeah.
And they're used to getting their party on.
Okay,
They're used to
okay.
partying and spending a significant amount of money on each other. Now, you talk about a stimulus package, an economic stimulus package in our community. You talk about a church and what a church should and could be doing. They decided we're going to make a real Christmas for a family. We're not going to give them some dollar store stuff. We're going to give them a real Christmas,
Yeah.
clothes, computers, books, what
Yeah.
have you. So not only did they come together and do that without intending to, they organized their group and people began to copy them. My wife's Pollyanna group decided we're going to we're going to pick a fan. You've got over 9 Pollyanna groups since they were on
Yes.
our television broadcast who contacted me and said, Pastor D, we saw the Circle of Friends on your show. We're not going to give each other gifts. We're going to pick some families. So it's sort of like the movie Pay It Forward.
Right.
Yeah.
What they have done
Yeah.
is caused in these hard economic times in our city.
Right.
They have caused people to be a little less selfish
Yeah.
and think about their neighbor and be their brother's keeper. And I tell you, that is the most fantastic thing and witness that I've seen this year.
You know what happened, Pastor, when I was watching at home at first,
Yes.
but you know, the Spirit led me to come up to the studio that night, man.
Yes.
This place was anointed.
There was anointing in
And-
this place.
And you know what I think? You know, charity is very high up on the list of traits that God likes in his children.
Yes.
And charity is also a euphemism for love.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And when I saw the charity that these sisters were willing to extend, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. I mean it from a standpoint of love.
Yes.
You see what I mean? It made me so excited. Like Shauna said, I uploaded the pictures, and I just wanted to have you guys back. I know a lot of people were watching that night because
Yeah.
the phone was off the,
Yeah,
the phone was off the chain.
And since then, people have, and I think people can still donate.
Yes.
Because they're going to keep the work going. They're going to be involved with us, and Dr. Pritchett, yourself, and myself,
Yes.
and all of us in our group. But the important thing is, again, you out there, we all have a circle of friends. And maybe within our own circle of friends, maybe what these young ladies have taught us, I'll tell you, they had me taking another look at myself and saying, have I done enough?